Going back to with Sports Biz Music episode 7, and I got a special guest on the show for the night or the day, whenever you listen to the podcast. I got my girl, my it's been about 2-3 years. We've been
Yeah,
working.
just about.
I got
Just
one of
about.
my I got one of my favorite artists that I've been working with for about 3 years. Her name, she goes by the name of Valona Denise out of Trenton, New Jersey, and introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, 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 what's good? You feel me? It's Valona Denise. You be like Valona Denise. Sound like my grandpa. My grandpa be like Valona. It's all good. But yo, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Just chilling, man. But I knew you for about 3 years. Um, we had a lot of you know stuff, and we still got a lot of stuff going on. But like, just tell the people about yourself. Like, what made you start doing music?
Yo, I first started doing music when I was about 8 years old. I
Hmm.
started to really get into, playing the piano and stuff like that. Then I stopped around like the age of 11. That's when I first wrote my first rap. And my dad had found it and had mad curse words on it.
Hmm.
It had mad curse words on the paper and shit. And I'm just like, oh, it's a song. You feel me? It's like it's a famous rapper song. And then up until then, I started just getting into theater. I used to act for about 6 years,
Hmm.
doing little short plays and stuff like that, selling out the small theater and shit like that. And then I've been doing music ever since. So
That's what's up. So you still like on the side, like, do you still have like a dream to like be into like movies and stuff like that in the future?
oh, absolutely. Actually, I'm writing up right now. I'm writing up a little script. I got a lot of shit in the works right now. But this cartoon that I've been writing out, and then also too, like I like directing my own videos, and
Hmm.
shout out to Jasmine too. She's been helping me, and Des, she's been helping me too with my recent videos and shit. But yeah, I definitely see myself. That Aaliyah movie, we gotta remake that because that shit was bad.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
Lifetime movie, that shit was bad.
I heard a lot of people were saying that not just even a Leo movie, but like some of like how Lifetime got these biopics. Like they
Oh, that
said,
shit was horrible.
yeah,
It
yes.
was horrible.
I ain't really,
Horrible.
I didn't really check it out when people said it because like I always want to remember Aaliyah as Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one day like they could actually have a real biopic of it. And like
Yeah.
it could be in the movie theaters because that's something that need to be in the movies anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely, absolutely, and you know what? That's one of my favorite artists. So even Timberland and Missy was like, "Yo, like, they wasn't going for it." I watched about like 5 minutes of it, and I was just like, "Yo, this is." I don't know. It's crazy because a lot of the biopics that they be, I don't know. I watched the Tupac joint recently. It was alright. I thought it was okay, but
yeah,
is what we knew about Tupac. It didn't really. It seemed too. It was everything was just going by fast, 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 fast. And you just like, nah.
yeah, yeah. Like I remember that. That was when that movie came out like a few years ago, right? It was a while back, wasn't it? Like back in when?
nah, that that shit came out last year.
It was last year. I thought it was
Yeah,
like
cause
2014, 2015.
cause the Biggie movie had came out like a couple years ago.
Oh,
You
okay.
feel me? Yeah. Rest in peace to all of them, man. Like the greats, Biggie, Tupac, Aaliyah, Left Eye,
So you,
all of them.
so like they played like I know Aaliyah because you always talk about her. Like who else was a big influence in your music career growing up?
Um, well, rest in peace to my cousin, but my cousin put me on Aaliyah and Erica Badu.
Hmm.
at an early age. I had to be about like 8, 9.
Yeah.
You know, listening to you know Erica Badu and Aaliyah, Jill Scott. You know, they all in they. I was raised on those roots. You know, even my mother, she would play, you know, Marvin Gaye and Earth, Wind and Fire, like back going deep down back into those days. But yeah, I'm an old soul.
I
I'm
mean,
an old soul.
I remember when I first met you, like, you know, when I first, like, I don't want to say discovered, but when I first, like, heard of you, um, and I listened to your music, I always said that you had the Erica Badu, Lauryn Hill type feel, you know what I'm saying, to your music. And you
Yeah.
also got that, you know, that TDE, you know, Schoolboy Q type vibe, you know what I'm saying? So your
Plus.
your sound is very unique. A lot of people, you know, that I let them listen to your music, they say that they're like she's very unique. And I said, yeah, like she's gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? So
Plus, man. Level up 18.
so eight so,
Level up 18.
so when you was 8 years old, that's when you was, you know, when you first started falling in love with music and stuff like that. What happened in like middle school and high school?
Middle school and high school. I have to take that back. When I was 8, that's when I really started getting into it. But
Yeah.
like once what I looked at videotapes when I was younger, I had to be like 3 or 4. I'm up there dancing to what's that group?
It's a
It
lot
was
of
Kid and Play.
Oh,
It
Kid and
was
Play, yeah.
Kid and Play, and then the other song, Jump, Jump, Jump.
Oh,
Like, yo,
what's them boys' names?
I
Crisscross.
forgot. Yes, Crisscross.
Yeah.
Yo, I used to love that. When I don't remember, but I looked at the videos like recently, and I'm like, damn, I was really jumping up and down.
Yeah,
But
man.
in middle school, I took a break from music. Like I didn't go to, you know, I wasn't in piano or anything like that. I stopped playing because I kind of got bored of, you know, just doing the regular piano lessons and stuff like that. And I was more of into basketball, you know, like I played basketball. I played basketball ever since I was eight, 8 years old, up to high school. I put the basketball team in the 10th grade, and that's when I really started getting back into music. With my boy Jimmy on Jets, we actually went to the same high school and shit, and you know, I took choir classes, and you know, I did the theater classes and shit like that. So you know, that's when I really started getting back into it in high school around like 16, 17.
That's crazy. But I know. So I learned.
Derek Fisher, they had the bomb squad, man.
Yeah.
Like they had the bomb squad. But yeah, I kind of just like, you know, like I wanted to pursue music more. Music was my passion, and theater was my passion, more than, you know, basketball. And I just like I quit the basketball team in high school, and I'm like, all right, let's try this out, because I'm thinking, all right, maybe next year, 11th grade, I'm gonna come back. And 11th grade came around, and I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
my pops was mad as hell. He was mad. My pops was mad. He was just like, "What? You're not playing basketball?" He just thought I was gonna be a basketball star. But
I mean, yeah.
nah.
I mean, stuff happens. Like I remember, when I was in high school, I was playing. I started with basketball because basketball is like. Actually, a lot of people don't know that. Like, they don't know
Now, that's the first.
before we met. What was you doing? Because
Yo,
I know you had the ill figure movement. I know you still have that, but you got a whole
yeah,
bunch of stuff going on.
I didn't. Yeah, I had fun.
So that's
Bumming rides and shit like that, and you know, it was really just my struggle, and then, you know, seeing what other, you know, shit that goes on on in this world. Basically, it's just like, damn, I'm just stoned the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm gonna talk about it. Plus, too, I was looking for love at that time, at that moment of time, too. Like, damn, you feel me? So that played a little, because you hear it too. You feel me? On this track, it's called "I'm Searching." It's like,
yeah.
I'm searching. You feel me? So I was like rolling, but still searching for somebody. You feel me? That I could, love and all that other lovey-dovey shit.
Hold on, I'm trying to look for that playlist right now. Hold on. I want to look for the playlist so I can just scan through it because it's been 3 years. 2018 came out 2015.
Yeah, it's been almost 3 years, yo. Yeah, yo. Speaking of, we gotta come out with a Rolling Stone Chronicles Part 2.
Yeah, like I already said it. Like we got to, like it's a done deal. I'm trying to look for the
This year, man, we got three tapes this year, yo. 3 tapes.
Remember we got that tour too. I'm trying to plan that tour out.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get to it, yo. It's gonna happen though. Level Up 18.
All right, so the first track this a 12 track tape. So the first track, Milky Way intro. Like what was the story behind that?
The Milky Way intro. Damn, what was that? Was he talking about like Jesus and shit like that?
Yeah.
I think that was it was like a little skit, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it was a little skit, talking about, when stoners when they high and shit, why we get high and just this some funny shit, you feel me? But it had truth to it too.
And then track 2 had the one featuring ISIS and Courtney Danger. That's one of my favorite songs on the tape.
Yo, it's crazy that you said that too. Shout out to ISIS and Courtney Danger. It's crazy that you said that too because somebody just told me to play that shit like last week. It's like, yo, that's like one of my favorite tracks by you, the one. You feel me? Like I could still push these songs in 2018.
You can, like I always tell people, like just because, like even with the new era mixtapes, the music's still new. You know what I'm saying? Maybe old to us, but it's still new, and you could build a following. Then you, of course, number 3 had Rolling Stone featuring what's her name? Nicole KY.
Yeah, Nicole Kai. Shout out to her. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, it's the.
I still perform that. I still perform that.
And then number 4, my favorite, even though I was not slow, but like, I'm like, at the time I didn't know this was Schoolboy Q, the gangster song, track 4.
Oh yeah.
But you and Real Gambino, shout out to him too as well. I want him on the show one day too. Y'all both went in like y'all could have been like your own song. You feel me? Like, you know how like different artists come out with songs and then like it may be like a freestyle on a beat that was already like blew up a long time ago, but like it could turn to like a single. You feel me? And like it was just one of them songs. Like I remember I should play that junk like even before the tape came out. I should play that like 20 times or something like that. Like during the week. Like it was
it's
hard.
crazy. That's crazy because we had to do that. Well, I had performed for Coast to Coast in Philly, and I had 1 second place. I feel like I got robbed, but it is what it is. I won 2nd place, and they wanted me to submit a track, so I was just like, all right, I'm about to just record this track, and I came up with that. And like anytime I do a freestyle track, I try to not make it my own, but in a sense, it just sounds like a whole total different track.
Yeah.
It sounds like
it does. Like it sounds like it's your track. And then you got track 5, Bye Bye, produced by Ricky Vela.
Yeah.
That was a good track.
Shout out to Ricky Vela, man. That joint was bye bye. I'm so sick and tired of your shit.
That shit was hard. That's some shit that you'll talk to for like an ex. You feel me? That's what I had got
I was
from that.
talking to my ex.
Yeah. And then track 6, you got the interlude, Till It's Over. Before we talk about this track, one thing I like about you, you have some raw ass interludes. Like it's just it's amazing. Like in the last project, I want to go over that too, in a few minutes. But like that, you very creative with your music, man. Like a lot of people, still haven't heard your music, and I'm like, you can ask my fiance, you can ask anybody. I be talking about you all the time. I'm like, you need to listen to Valona Denise. Like, it came to a point. Matter of fact, shout out to Hayes and them TGT.
Yo, shout out to them, yo. They dope.
In the second episode, he was, I had mentioned you, and he was like, yeah, man, I see her all over your Instagram and stuff like that. I said, hell yeah, because I'm trying to push her down here. Like, she's going to blow up. You know what I'm saying?
That's love, man. That's love, yo.
And then we had the Say Something V, produced by Mr. Green. I like that track too.
Say something, V.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just talking my talk, but I was talking my talk on
Yeah.
that record.
And then track 8, you had Searching Interlude.
Yeah, that's when I was searching.
Yeah,
Searching for a little hippie.
And then you had Black Hippie with Nicole Kai. That joint was good. And then number 10, you had My Dutchie, produced by Edo Lee. And then you had Eyes, produced by New Jersey Beats. And then you had that freestyle that was hard on track 12, Sit Down. That was a hard ass.
Yeah. Sit down. Yeah, I forgot about that record too. That record is filthy. Record is filthy.
Before I talk about the most recent project, because I know you for about 3 years now, and I've seen the growth and things in that nature. Not just music wise, but also business wise. You got the clothing brand and everything, and like I know you passionate about the music, but like I see that you also had a passion about like the visuals, cause like on your social media, like you very like you want everything to be perfect. You always been like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause like even with the photo shoots and stuff like that, I'm like, this girl here is like very like she creative. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. I try, man. I try to keep up. I try to keep up.
But what happened with what's up with the whole ill figure though?
The whole ill figure movement is still a go. I kind of just push that. It's just like right now, you feel me? It's more me focusing on Valona Denise. You feel me? My that's still I still work with a lot of women. And I'm all about woman empowerment, and that's what that's about. You feel me? Ill figure movement. You feel me? That's us as women. I feel like we're so powerful, and nothing against men.
Yeah.
But we're so powerful, and that was just something like we can all come together and make a statement, and support each other, and not bash each other and do all that other goofy shit. So that's the ill figure movement, and that's still I still got I just had I have my ill tattoo, have the ... I'm the only one that has it. Desiree has it too. You know what I mean? And then my little sis Ronnie, she just got it. She's in Atlanta right now. She's a photographer, and she's a creative as well. She just got the tattoo, so it's really like a little cult.
Yeah, it is a cult.
I ain't gonna lie. So you
Cause
feel me?
that's one of the things I want to get into. Like, um, the Grammys just happened the other day, and the women and in music, it's still a grind for them to get as much nominations. Not even just in the Grammys, but also the Oscars. And I remember you before you explained to me about the ill figure movement, and like I was like, we need that because like to this day, a lot of women are still being overlooked, and
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
the reason why it's great that you even brought that up too as well. Do you think that would like change within now and probably like the next 3 to 4 years? Because now, like for instance, you got Cardi B, and then you still
Shout out
got
to
the
Cardi B.
you have these like newer talent coming out, including yourself, and you still got the older heads, that's still coming around here and there, like with Pink, you got Alicia Keys, you got Missy Elliott. Do you think it will change in the next 2 to 3 years?
Absolutely. I feel like absolutely, and it won't be. I feel like within the next year or two, there won't be. Remember back in the day when there was Missy Elliott, you had E, you had
Yeah,
Adele, you feel me? You had Foxy, you had Lil Kim. Everybody, you had all
yeah,
of those women.
Trina.
They all Trina.
Yeah,
They all Trina. Yes, Trina. They all had their own lane and they're a big ass fan base. You feel me? And I feel like now it's getting to the point. Now we're at the point right now where it's just like that's the. It's a lot of people. I see a lot like even with Cardi B. You feel me? Like her qualities. I like. I love her. I love her energy. I love her grind. I respect her grind. And I see like just just bits and pieces out of those older what the fuck am I trying to say? Like back then, you feel me? In
yeah,
that
yeah,
era when they had that Foxy and it's only a matter of time. Now you got Young Ma. You
yeah,
feel me? You got Young Ma, Cardi B, Nicki, Remy Ma. You feel me? And there's still other women artists out here that are gonna fill in those gaps as well. You feel me? And I feel like the culture, needs more of women MCs. You feel me? Even with the R&B shit, like I feel like the R&B game right now in today's music industry is whack. I feel like it's whack.
And why you say that? Because it's less women.
It not even as less women. It's like everybody want to do pop now.
Yeah,
I can't feel it. I grew up where I listened to like Missy Elliott. That's she wrote most of Aaliyah's shit. Besides R. Kelly. But like I listen to that's what I'm influenced by as well. Missy, Genuine, Tweet.
yeah,
Those that R&B, Ashanti when she had that going on, Lil Mo. The list can go on. I'll be sitting up here all day naming people with R&B. But that's what I want to get into as well, though. Too, is just songwriting for different singers as well.
yeah. That's what's up. They also talked about too like how we need more women too, not just like in the forefront, but also in the back, like engineers, producers. Because with me, like as a DJ, I love seeing female DJs like just grinding. Come like it's a brotherhood. You feel me? So like whenever I see like a female DJ, I'm like, man, hey, you doing your thing. Like I love seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Like even
Absolutely.
even in sports, like they pushing to have female referees and women that could become coaches or like assistant coaches and stuff. So it's like women are still being overlooked, but time is changing and stuff. And for me, like I want that change because, like, I want have an equal feel and like just hearing like I want to talk about this too because I talked about it I think in my last podcast or the podcast before about our auntie Monique about the whole situation about her not getting paid and my thing is with that is like you can't like yes you have to have equal pay but I'm not gonna pay her as much money that I would pay like a Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock because those are legends. Now, Tiffany, the new comedian Tiffany that's up and
Yo,
coming.
I love her.
Like she deserved it because one, she's hot right now, and two, she's consistent. You know what I'm saying? And like she's very humble because what I heard that Monique is not really humble like that. And I always feel like that in general, male, female, like you could be cocky, you could be confident, but you also gotta have that work ethic. You also gotta be working and stuff. And like, Tiffany, because I know Tiffany is not like that. From what I heard. But if Tiffany was like Monique, like if she wasn't like humble and stuff like that, if she wasn't like positive all the time, but I'll still give her that money because her work ethic. But it's a plus for her that because she's humble. You know what I'm saying? She show love to a lot of people, and her story. Like she came from very very humble beginnings. So of course that's gonna play an effect. But still, like she's at a level now where she pretty much can control the world in her hands, but she's still humble, and I love that. So how did you feel about that situation, the whole Monique situation?
Um, I mean, I really don't know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
behind those scenes. So I really can't I saw her video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it was a bad idea, but I don't think it was a good idea either.
Mm-hmm.
With her, just being that I guess she was underpaid,
Mm-hmm.
for this movie, but I don't think she should have went about it a different way. Being that I haven't seen her in a movie in a while, you know. But I'm noticing that there is a big issue with just women in the industry, um, being underpaid.
Yeah.
You know, even with in sports, you feel me? Um, the WNBA,
Yeah.
they are very underpaid. You now have basketball players, star basketball players making hundreds of millions of dollars, and you have some WNBA players making 25 grand, 30 grand. They have to get summer jobs and stuff like that too. Shout out to my Trey sis. She actually plays overseas right now, but she's coaching and all that other stuff too. But yeah, I definitely feel like the Monique thing. I don't think that the way she went about it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. I think she could have did it a better way, but I don't like I said, I don't know what's going on in that field. Like I said, I see what I see, and a lot of women are coming out now saying, they're getting underpaid and getting over, like you said, they're being overlooked by these
Yeah.
certain situations. But I don't know. I heard she was getting $500,000 though. I mean, look, man.
Man, listen, I'll take that and build from that because
I take that and shut up. Flip that. Fuck that.
cause you gotta think about it too. Like in this era, especially with how technology is with social media and everything, and all these platforms growing, it's like a domino effect. All right, Netflix offer you this, right? Let's say you do your special. I didn't even know she actually had a special on Netflix, and I never seen it. I heard it was good, but like, okay, you do the special, that's great. All right, You never know. Maybe HBO want to do a deal with you, or Showtime, or something like that. With me, you gotta have that hustler mentality. Like, if you really say you a workaholic, in my mind, I'm like, listen, all right. For example, if I'm just throwing out that, like, let's say Adidas want to do like a little sponsorship for the podcast. We all looking for sponsorships. But if they want a sponsorship for the podcast, they offer me. Let's say they offer me about $300,000. I can live with that, right? Boom, get that. Companies gonna start seeing like, damn, Adidas investing in this podcast. This podcast might be really good. So, Chase Bank may want to invest in me and want to be another sponsor or whatever. Then, like, I don't know, Taco Bell or something, or Old Navy. Like, I just feel like, in general, as a person, like, if a company is offering you something, just go with it. Just go with it. Take the money. There's gonna be more offers, but like someone else said, like, and it was a great idea. Why not, like, as black people, create like a platform that's like a Netflix and let it grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, have like all black like movies and stuff. All black like TV shows and things like that. Cause we could do it. Cause
That's what we need to do.
we taking over. Like, we have Revolt TV. To me, Revolt TV is to me it's still it's missing a couple things. I think Revolt needs its own content, like, meaning like its own original like stuff, because Breakfast Club been there, Drinking Champs been there. Like, they need more like original things. Now, if y'all can come to me to do a show for my podcast, hey, I'm there. But like, we just need like our own. You feel me? Like Oprah, for example, like her network is phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
a lot of
Shout
people,
out to Oprah.
yeah, shout out to Auntie Oprah, but a lot of people like her shows and stuff. Like, on the channel, like, her own network, it's called OWN. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I just wanted to talk to you about that situation. But to get back to what we was talking a couple minutes ago, when we was going over the album and going over Ill Figure, do you think that it's really important to have a cult following? Cause look at artists like J. Cole and Cardi B and Tech Nine, like artists like that have a cult following. Do you think it's really important to have that following? Like, would you rather take a cult following or be commercial?
I'd rather have a cult following.
And why
You
is
feel
that?
me? I just they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there through thick and thin. You feel me? It's already, I had this conversation with somebody before. Fans are fickle.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? They're very fickle. But when you got people that really believe in you and they've been down with you since day one. You feel me? That's I feel like that's like I can perform at a show right now, and especially if it's like in my area, close to my area,
Mm-hmm.
I automatically will bring out 10 people off of the string.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Just because they rock with me. Rather than, I know some people that's really popping on the internet, they only bring 2 people out
Yeah.
to a show.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I feel like that cult following, that's going, you feel me? Eventually that's going, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually, it's you're going to be on that commercial status. So
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't even,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I feel like,
you feel like what?
oh no, go ahead.
So let's talk about sample before the product. That's
Sample
a
before the product.
that's an album, y'all. Like, y'all need to go check that out. I know it's on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud right now. It's on rockthedub.com. It made it on Indie Heat blog. It's on Philly. I forgot the blog site. So this blog site in Philly. Yeah, it was on. No, so it's on those platforms right now. It's still. I haven't because I haven't got anything back from the title and shit like that. We still working on that.
Mm-hmm.
But but we still we're promoting this project all year. So we're doing like it's a video project as well. So just promoting that shit all year.
And what
All year.
and before I go over the track list for this project, why did you call it sample for the product for the people that don't know why?
Because it's a really short project.
Mm-hmm.
I worked on this project for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just a sample before the product. And the product is Product Ill. That's the whole project. So it's really I'm giving you a sample of my journey. It's sort of like the sequel to Rolling Stone Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because remember, I was like, I'm searching for love and blase. And it goes into that whole, you feel me? All right, this is the sample before the product.
Yeah. So like you said, it was 2 years. I had a interesting conversation the other day about music, and you remember back in the day where a Jay-Z, a DMX, a Trick Daddy, pretty much all the artists back in the day, majority of them would drop an album and it could last them about like a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. Do you think that it's important to work on the album for about 2-3 years and then release it, or just keep coming out with music? Because we got these streaming apps that's coming out, and it's like some artists are just forced of just coming out with different music instead of holding it for like a year or 2 or even 6 months. So,
Yeah.
as you grow in the music, do you think would you still be that same person that like hold on for a minute, or would you just flood the streets with a whole bunch of music?
Um, it can go both ways. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I work on a project for 2 years, I'm working on projects.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm just working on one project because I'm really working on songs. You feel me? Throughout the whole year. And now, like I would say now, because I used to be just that person that would just hold tracks to myself. Like, nah, you can't hear this yet. But now I'm more so like I'd rather just flood when like I want you to get tired of me.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to just get so sick and tired of me looking at all this shit that I'm posting. You seeing these video projects or this my cover to my project or whatever the case might be. All right, let me just click on this shit because I see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So that's the main goal. But I feel like flooding now and with these platforms, these different streaming services, they're labels.
Yeah.
Even SoundCloud, that's a label.
Yeah.
You feel me? A lot of people don't know you get paid. You can get paid off of your streams.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you keep on pushing and just staying consistent. Well, even if you push one project for a whole year,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? Just keep on pushing it. Stay consistent with it. You feel me? It's really just like flooding.
Yeah.
Flooding the streets. You just gonna be flooding that same product over and over and over again until somebody gonna catch on.
And that's what I respect about you, because my thing is it's not about just flooding music. It's about like you don't want to just come out with a whole bunch of EPs, mixtapes and stuff like all the time. But with you, it's like you'll come up with a project. In between, you'll release like singles, single tracks, or maybe an EP here and there. But you're not gonna come out with an album this week and come out with one next week. And that's a great strategy that most people need to do. Like, you could come out with the album or that mixtape, But in between, come out with these songs and stuff. Especially what you do, you have songs with your core, and you know, my album coming out sometime this year or something, or next year. But we
Yeah, I
working on
can't
that.
wait for that. Can't wait for that.
We working on that right now.
Tings,
We got the
Devon.
we got the lit song coming out hopefully in February or March. But yeah, like it's always a question that a lot of people ask, especially for artists that's up and coming, like with the music industry and stuff like that changing, and with the whole streaming. But to get back to the sample before the product, I want to go through all the tracks. This another classic album, like in my eyes. I don't care what nobody say. You got track
Thank you.
one. You got track one, sample before the product, featuring Sunny. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what you was saying?
Oh no, I was cause you had went out real quick. But now the sample before the product,
With
that
Sun.
track,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really just like me really, because I was a different, like this whole project is based off of Love Jones,
Yeah.
like the movie, my love story. But Sam, the first and the intro, that was like more
Yeah.
so the intro. You feel me? I still, I'm still like this. You sort of say like this bitchy ass person.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm angry with a lot of shit that's going on, or I'm just speaking some real shit what I see. You feel me? Some fuck shit. Said cops kill a lot of niggas,
Yeah.
and niggas kill a lot of niggas. You feel me? Justice is just us. Black folk always be the ones to tear each other up. Niggas get ahead and they mad because they stuck, so they pucker up. Stab you in the back, in the gut. Wounds deep, I need a bigger cut. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
like,
some real shit. And
you
like
feel me?
before we move on to track two, you know, we got police brutality, and we also got black on black crime.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people tell me it's two different situations, and it is. But at the same time, like I had like I'm just speaking my opinion. Like police brutality. It's sad to say we can't control that. Like it's sad. Like it's fucked up because I don't like that shit. Like a policeman could just come up and like just shoot me for any dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like the black on black crime, like yeah, like white people and Spanish people within their cultures and stuff like that. Like they'll kill each other and shit like that. But it's like for us black folk, it's not a lot of us. And I preach that, and it's like you from Jersey, and it's even in your city, in your neighborhood, but like y'all have one of the like worst like areas up there in Jersey, and like in Miami, it's areas down here that's like crazy, in the black communities, and like I want to know from like your opinion about like the whole you know black on black crime. Like, how do you feel about that?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
I think it's very stupid. And back on that police brutality, no,
yeah,
we can't control that.
yeah,
You feel me? That's been going on forever since
yeah,
slave times.
yeah.
You feel me? Just how we were treated. But now I feel like in today's world, it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people, people of color especially. We like we like to we like to shit on other people,
Mm-hmm.
step on everybody's toes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all about who's the man, who's this, who's that. When in reality, you feel me, you got other motherfuckers looking at us like we stupid. we dummies. You feel me? Like no offense, like we monkeys. They're looking at us like what the fuck? Like they
Yeah.
can't get it together. They killing each other. They posting fight videos. Still, it's 2018, and I still see this dumb shit.
Yeah, it's
You feel
crazy.
me? And it makes me mad because we can never come together. We can never come together. It always got to be we gonna come together when either somebody died or a cop kill somebody or
And
beat somebody's ass or something like that.
and
That's when we come together, and that shit is stupid to
and
me.
that was my whole point. Like, people came up to me saying like, "Yeah, it's two different situations." I'm like, "You not hearing my point? My point is, I know it's two different situations, but my thing is, when it comes to us, like, when something bad happens, especially outside of our race, like niggas want to step up and stuff, but no one don't do that no more. Like back in the days, I remember like down here, we used to have like jams, like in the inner city and all that stuff, like in all parts, like in the black community, like stop the violence jams.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have that no more like that, and it's just like shit gets it's like it's backwards, like. People say all this, like, different things. Not even just police brutality, but any other stuff that happens. They're like, oh, like with the whole H&M, that situation, people got mad because of the monkey thing, and like I got kind of offended too. But I'm like, y'all get upset with this, but you got niggas killing niggas every day, and I don't see that same thing. Like I'm not saying everybody like that because I know homeboys and homegirls who stand up for that. Like yourself and myself. But like it's just crazy. Like we don't we don't keep ourselves. Make sure everything is at home and straight. You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
we are a very like us black folks, especially nowadays. Like it's always been like that forever, but especially nowadays, like us kings and queens, like you know, creating different things and doing all this stuff. Like we are not like what the white people should tell us back in the day. Like we are smart. We always been smart. You feel me? It's just I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. Like it's
And
something.
I definitely get what you're saying, yo. Even
Yeah,
like you said with the little boy with the monkey, the coolest monkey in the jungle, his hoodie.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like, damn, like that's kind of crazy, but at the same time, us, people of color,
Mm-hmm.
we still rocking Prada, we still rocking Gucci, we still rocking, you feel me, all these name brands that don't give a fuck about us. You
Yeah.
feel me? And then on top of that too, we still posting these fight videos and you feel me, especially the younger generation, you
Mm-hmm.
feel me, acting like monkeys. You feel me? No offense, but I just see it's a lot of it's a lot of like I don't know, man. It's like if you get me, you get me. If you don't, you don't dig too deep into it.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's just it's crazy, yo. It's really crazy. Just what's going on in our society and even with the Black Lives Matter group. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They're like sometimes I feel like their cause, their approach on things can be a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as like even with they can be so fucking racist sometimes too.
Yeah,
You feel me? So
and
fucking racist, and I don't even mean to crack down on my people like that,
mm-hmm.
but it's like we have to come with a different approach. You feel me?
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, I feel like that color shit. You feel me? Race and religion and all that other shit that was created to divide everybody.
yeah,
You feel me? Everybody, everybody.
yeah. Because like I've been told, especially being here from Miami, I don't see no color. Like, just being United States in general, like, I don't see no color. Like, come on, man. Like, we mix. You feel me? Like, we all come from the same land, the motherlands anyway. But like,
Absolutely.
I don't see no type of color, man. Like, only thing I see is like someone's personality and their aura. Like, if you negative, stay away from me. If you positive, we family. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
that's what I see.
Absolutely.
But to get back to the track list, this
The track list.
track 2 we got talking shit interlude. That shit was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, talking shit interlude. I was really just talking shit. Like, I was just talking and shit. You feel me? About, me, me just meeting this person
Mhm.
that really just, well, I can say really changed my life in a way.
Mhm.
You feel me? So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm about to get married to my fiance this year, and she changed my life.
hey,
She changed my life a lot.
hey, hey.
Number 3, I can't pronounce it. It's Saban, Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Yeah, Saban.
Siobhan. What a big Siobhan.
What's the story about that? That track.
Siobhan, that's actually that person's middle name.
Yeah.
Siobhan.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just put it like I just put it, with that, it's based on, like I said, it's based off of the Love Jones
Yeah, the Love
movie.
Jones movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was, that was that person's favorite favorite movie
Mhm.
at the time, and I felt like that specific scene, specific skit, fell right through of what I thought of that person at that time, and I just named it Siobhan.
Okay. And then you got the Sunshine Interlude featuring Sonic Aside. Like I
Shout out
told
to
you
Sonic.
earlier, your interludes is always like raw. Like I could see, like to go back earlier, I could see, you know, I could tell that you was in theater, like you was in like, you was into the movie things growing up, cause like it shows in your music. That's why you so creative. Like it's all about the
Thank you.
visuals. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
then you got my favorite track out of the whole album. I play this all the time. Inspired with Real Gambino. Real Gambino, I'm looking for you to be on this podcast one day, bro. What's like break it down? I don't care if you take an hour for this. What like the title alone inspired, but what was the whole idea for this track?
Yo, it's crazy, because Rel produced the record, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I actually, I went over his crib. You feel me? He played me this record, and I was like, "Yo, nigga, I need parts on this." You feel me? And he was like, "Yo, this shit will fit perfect with. It's called Inspire."
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I'm like, "Oh, word!" So we went in the studio. You feel me? I was vibing out to the track and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and basically that track was really just, a muse. I need a muse. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Someone that I can, someone that I can really, just, that really just takes me to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just can't, like, I told him, I said, "Yo, I want this record," and he was like, "Yo, it fits well with your project," and that's how we that's how that shit came about. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I really, that's like one of my favorites
Yeah,
on that project.
because that song, like, I want that whole. I want to make sure you come. I know you gonna with every track you gonna have a music video for it, but that I'm gonna make sure you do one for that one. Like
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hopefully I have like a cameo on that, cause that.
Yeah, we got the storyline already to that video. You feel me? We just gotta get it shot.
Yeah,
So maybe we could just shoot that shit in Miami. Have some. I need two women too in
yeah, I
that
got you.
video.
I got you. Track 7, you got the battle featuring what's this Q
Key.
Key.
Mhm. Shout out to Key. Yeah, that record was basically just the different like going through the bad phase, the shitty phase in love.
Yeah.
Um, and the first, I think I put a skit in the beginning of that record too.
Yeah. You did.
But it was just me talking about, me being iffy about this love situation that I had, and it was always it was like me tugging and pulling, and it's just like, should I do this? Should I not? Like, oh well, fuck this situation. I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. What the hell was I thinking? Sipping on love potion. You feel me? That's what I said. But like this whole album was just a journey, and that specific track, at that time I was really feeling this really. I was in like a shitty space.
Yeah.
In my life, I was in a shitty space, and especially with the person that I love the most, it was just like it wasn't working out at all. It wasn't working out.
I felt that from that track. That's crazy. Then you got track 8. You got Voodoo featuring Low Key, The Lava, produced by 9-6. I think I had The Lava. Wasn't she? That's that female rapper, right?
Yeah.
She was on. I think she was on the 3rd mixtape of New Era.
She was on one of them mixtapes.
And she went in like she from Jersey or she from New York?
She from Trenton.
Okay, cause this girl went in. But what was about that? The track. Voodoo.
That was right after the battle. So
Mm-hmm.
was me trying to leave this person alone, but it's just like, damn, I can't, because you put something on me, like I keep on coming back, and you keep on coming back. So it's like you put the voodoo on me, I put the voodoo on you, apply the pressure until it's like I want to leave you alone, you want to leave me alone, but it's just like we can't leave each other alone for some reason.
Yeah,
you feel me? So that was just me talking to that person, in that realm, and then I just brought them along on the track, like, yo, all right, now let me get your perspective on this situation, and they killed it. Both of them killed it. So shout out to Lava, man.
Yeah, she low key always could it, man. All them artists, y'all gonna be on my show one day. Y'all just wait for that DM or that call.
Say that.
Of course, number 9, one of my favorite tracks as well. The DJ Anonymous Speaks. Produced by your girl Valona Denise. Why? Cause I'm once again I like to thank you to having me a part of this album. Like I said, like me and you, we go way back. It feel like it's been more than 3 years, but we done so much, and I appreciate that, And once again, a lot of people, y'all need to listen to this album. Like it's y'all sleeping on it.
Listen to that, Joe.
What made you want me to get on, on that track to say what I had to say?
I feel like just because our relationship, I feel like a lot of everybody that I had on that project, you feel me, in some way, shape, or form, you feel me, like I feel like we're the new era.
Yeah.
And with you, I felt like it fit well with the body of work. It's sort of just like an intermission.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Instead of you hosting it or something like that, why not just talk? You feel me? just say something. You know, so it's sort of just like I felt like it was the perfect voice for, you know, just to be. It's sort of just like an intermission on the project.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And
You know, it's like, all right, let's take a break. You feel me? Let's all right, Valona, everybody else get behind the curtains. All right, everybody, you feel me? You know, get your drinks and stuff, and, you know, refill your cups. Let have DJ Anonymous come out. You feel me? Say his 1 2. You feel me? And let's get back into the album. And that was that. You feel me? And that record I produced. I actually made that little instrumental myself as well. So
yeah, you did, and I ain't gonna lie. That got me some play that night. My fiance, she was like, "Ooh, I like when you talk." I'm like, "Girl, you better stop."
oh shit.
Then you got number 10, No Sleep, featuring Val the Grain, and produced by you and Rel Gambino. My bad. What's up with that track right there?
Oh, that track. That's really, you know, what I said. I smoke, I drink, I know.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to come down. It's just like, you feel me? I'm at this place. You feel me? Where I'm on a wave right now. You know, you put the voodoo on me and shit like that, and I still don't have you. You feel me? I still don't have you, but I want you. You feel me? I want you. Like, it's like I have you, but I don't have you. And I want you. And I'm still talking to you. You feel me? But I'm kind of like fucked up doing it.
I think with that track, you gotta have like it's like you talking to the girl, but at the end you gotta have like a party or something on the music video. I'm trying to like make sense, like, you know, you conversating with her, but at the end of the music video, like, it's just like a big ass party, cause like the song, like, that's another song that you need to, you know, continue to push, you know, cause that could be like the first single that technically, like, to even be pushed on the radio, cause that was one of the first tracks you sent me before the album ever came out. And I don't know, I just see something like, you know, something different with that song when it comes to the music video. Like, it gotta be like a celebration or something. I don't know, at the end of the music video.
Yo, it's crazy because we shot the video in California.
Yeah.
We shot this video in Cali, and it was around my birthday.
Yeah, cause I remember the video you sent me, all that stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like I see a different one. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, yo. Now that you I was thinking the same thing because like when we shot that video, it was really like a one shot thing. Like we really just freestyled it because this plans just went left. You feel me? And everything was just a shithole at that time. Mm-hmm. So we was just like, well, we out here. Let's just shoot something. But I don't know, man. Maybe that we can keep that visual, but that you know, for another video, we can still have that song playing in the intro, 30 seconds or some shit with a little party.
Like at the beginning or something at the end. Track 11, strip bass. That's a track that you could play down south. That's like a, you know, you could get played down here. What's the about that track?
Oh, that's me at the strip club.
Yeah.
Talking to a stripper. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And that has nothing to do with the person that I'm talking about at the album. But you know, just for that moment, I'm just like, fuck everything. You know, I'm at the strip club right now, mm-hmm. and I'm just watching this person, this lady, just, you feel me, do her thing. You know, while, you know, I got a little liquor in me and stuff like that. You feel me? And that was that. You know, I had no care in the world. I'm just at the strip club. And, you know, like I said, the love of my life is no longer there. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm just at the strip club, just doing me.
And then you got track 12, Drunk Dial featuring Sis.
Yeah,
That was a
shout out to Sis.
that was a dope track. It was dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
we shooting a music video for that too. That shit gonna be crazy. Um, yeah, we shooting that the music. That's actually going to be like the second one that we put, the second single that we put out.
Yeah.
So we shooting the music videos for that. Actually, the third single we put out. But that was more of just, me after me leaving the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I thought I got over this person, but I didn't. So I'm gonna call your ass. And when you drunk and you text, whether you texting, you calling or whatever, you just gonna say some shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So that was me. You feel me? If I call you and I'm calling you right now, I'm drunk as hell. But I want you to know, I want you to pick up. You feel me? Are you there? You feel me? So that was that.
And then you got the Dance With You interlude featuring Sonny once again. The visuals in my head, with the
Yo,
interludes. And then,
yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's crazy, bro. Cause I honestly too, with that Dance With You video, we shot half of that video like last summer. Actually 2 summers ago.
yeah.
So and I still liked it because we was at a restaurant. You feel me? Sonny was behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? She was the waitress, and I had 3 different couples.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 girl couples, and then I had a guy and a girl,
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I'm just walking in the restaurant. Now, I don't know Sonny, she don't know me, so it was like a short movie. And I was still gonna keep that. You feel me? So I had like the short movie. That'd be just me looking into the short movie. Wow, it's gonna be like another scene throughout the whole video.
Yeah.
But yo, that's like one of my favorite records. One of
Yeah.
my favorite records that's not out yet.
Well, it was. It's gonna come out soon. Track
It's gonna
14.
come out.
Track 14. You got Miles. That was one of the other tracks you sent me. Before the album came out. Actually, did I? Yeah, I shared it it's on my SoundCloud.
Yeah,
That's a
Miles.
dope
Yeah,
track.
that's like one of my that's the most that's the track that got the most plays so far, even with the visual and everything else. That was actually the first single that I put out. And it's crazy because when I was in the process of just wrapping up my project, and I'm like, damn, something like it's done but something is missing.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say something is missing, so when I went to California, and just to see this person, like it was really on some Love Jones shit. It was really it was really just me traveling back and forth and doing all this other goofy shit. But I wrote that. I didn't even write that record. I wrote it. I just started. I was in the car. I was in my car one day. After coming back from California, and I just was singing, like I turned on the beat and I was just singing the record. You feel me? And I actually had recorded some of the shit on my phone. So when I ran it back, I'm like, oh, okay, this is alright. But I freestyled that whole thing and I made it into a record. And like I really did that shit too. I traveled over 1,000 miles just to see this person. You feel me? But it's just still like, don't play with my heart. You feel me? Like don't give it up. Like that's still mine. Type shit.
Well, you already told me the backstory about that. Nobody have to. Y'all just listen to the album. If y'all listen to the whole album, maybe she'll tell y'all some, the backstory.
Yeah. If you listen to the album, you gotta listen to the album first. You gotta listen to the sample before the product.
Yeah, cause then in track 15, the outro with the scene, that finish out the album.
With the little voices,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
chipmunk voices.
yeah. Like it's just crazy. Like, so, Rolling Stone was a story. Sample before the product was a story, and you have the next project, which is you said the product, right?
Product. See. We working on product ill, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also, you brought up Rolling Stone Chronicles.
Yeah.
2 into work, so I'm already thinking about that because I got songs. Like I probably got over like 60 records that's unfinished right now.
No.
And then also too, I got Black Hip V. So it's Black Hip and then parentheses VE. That's me. So those are the three. Those are the three projects that I'm working on right now.
Nah, we could do some Dragon Ball Z shit. Cause with my album, I want a story type vibe, but I want someone to be like the executive producer, and I want you to be that person because of your visuals.
Let's do it.
Like I want, cause I always say like when I come out with albums, shout out to DJ Khaled and Drama and all of them that the DJs that came out with albums that was all of them was great and stuff like that, cause they got a great ear for music. And I know they have a story behind their albums and stuff, but I want mine to be like a story, like like the track that we working on with. Shout out to Rich Snapping, shout out to Shamari CNS, and also you Valona, the lit track. When I told Rick to do the chorus and stuff like that, he did it right. Like he did everything right. Like from his verse to the chorus, like he did it right. I'm waiting for Shamari. I know he gonna go in, and I know you definitely gonna go in. But I wanted something to like when people listen to the album, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's DJ Anonymous." Like that's him right there. That's how he is. Like I want like my fiance, my mom, and them like to be like, "Yeah, that's John right there." That explains because I got into music growing up. I used to always listen to music. You remember on the desktop you had like the little microphone, the little speakers.
Yeah.
So before I never had headphones before this, and I used to just blast music. It could play like 2 o'clock in the morning. My mom would call me. I had like at the time I had the house phone. She'd come be like, "Boy, turn that down and go to sleep." And I still play it, but it'll be down and stuff. And then I had got headphones. And then my mom was like, "You can't hear me," blah blah blah. So because I used to always, it still happened to this day. When my fiance had got me some Dre beats a couple years ago, and I remember, I think it was like my sister. She was like, "That was the worst thing you ever did, cause he gonna put them headphones on and he not gonna hear you," which is true.
Yep. That's how it works, yo. You put them headphones on, you block out everybody.
Yeah, so like when it comes to my project, like I trust you. Of course, like we done projects before, but like I want this to be like I can't explain it. Like when the artists tell me, when they cry when they hear they self or when they hear their project, that's because they work so hard on it. They was passionate about it. Like I want that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like that excitement, that adrenaline. Like when it's all said and done. Cause I want the album to have like 10 tracks. Something simple. It ain't got to be too many stuff. It's probably like the most probably would be 12. The most.
12 tracks?
Yeah, the most.
Yeah, we can make that. Yeah, we can make some funky live shit. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KO, I Slay out of Connecticut. He got one of the. Did you get the beat?
No, I didn't check. I got it in my email. I didn't check it out. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and be like, "Yeah, listen to it." Nah, I ain't check it out yet.
Yeah, but
so I definitely got. I'm once we done here, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna tune in.
Yeah, but
because I ain't going to sleep. Like, I really don't be getting no sleep.
hey, that's that earth sign thing. You a Taurus? Well, my girl kind of the opposite. She a Taurus, but she go to sleep. But um, it's the majority of the earth signs, man. Like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgos. Like we always working. Um,
Yo, always. Always.
I got.
Always. Your fiance a Taurus?
Yeah, she a Taurus.
Oh, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. Was she a May baby?
Yeah, May 7th.
May 7th? Well, okay, I'm the 12th.
Yeah, man. So y'all around the corner. Um,
Yeah, we stubborn and everything else, yeah.
yeah, she. I love her to death, though. Um, what? All right. So before we close out the podcast, I usually ask people a couple questions. For you, it'll be different because you do a lot. So give me like your top five R&B, your top five rap, and top five producers. Cause a lot of people don't know that you also produce as well. So
Okay, let's see. My top five. Hey, see, like, all right, I'm gonna have to throw Aaliyah in there because that's just my boo.
who
So definitely Aaliyah.
for
So
top
I'll
five
definitely say,
R&B?
yeah, top five R&B, Aaliyah. Um, let's see, Aaliyah. I'm gonna throw Genuine in there.
Okay,
Genuine.
I feel like he kind of
Um,
underrated nowadays.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Um, who else? Cause I gotta separate my R&B from my neo soul, cause I got my neo soul too,
Yeah.
like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. But I'm gonna say Aaliyah, Genuine, uh, 112,
Okay.
Drew Hill,
Okay.
and uh, damn. I see you gave me five. I'm about to give you like 10. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with James Blake.
James Blake. And James Blake, is he new? Or is
Nah,
he old? James
he
Blake.
old,
What?
old, old.
Name me a song.
Um, damn, I can't think of it on the top of my head. It's crazy because I just had did a sample to one of his songs. Fuck.
He sound
my mind,
familiar.
went, my mind went blank right now. Oh,
He's,
and Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas, you got to put him up there too.
okay, James Blake. I heard of that
Look
before.
him. You got to look James Blake up.
Hold on, let me look
This
him
white
up.
dude. This white dude. He's cool as hell.
Hold on. Look at it right now. James Blake. I mean, he young. He like 29. Um, wait, you sure this is James Blake you talking about?
Which one? What James Blake you talk about?
He was born. He a musician. He from London.
No, that ain't the James Blake I'm talking about.
Hold on. R&B.
Unless I'm saying his name wrong, shit, I probably could be saying his name wrong. Knowing me, it's James something though, but I know this white dude.
Yeah. I know. It gotta come to my head too, cause there's a few white people. It's a few white R&B artists that's like, you know, that did they thing. That's still probably doing their thing. What about neo soul? Cause you gotta keep that
Oh,
separate.
I say off the top of my head, Jill Scott,
Yeah.
Erykah Badu, Indy Irene. I put her in. Yeah, put her in there. Um, Vivian Green and damn, Oh damn! You said R&B. I should have said Maxwell. Shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw Maxwell in there.
you
I'm
might
gonna
as
throw
well
Maxwell in there.
you might
Oh,
as well
and Music Soul Child.
yeah,
Music
music
Soul
social.
Child. Can't forget about him.
That's new. What before I go into rappers and producers, what category would you put Alicia Keys in?
Um, I would say R&B slash
Like so,
something.
like
Cause it's not just
not she not
R&B.
neo soul, but she's like soul, so R&B soul, like slash soul.
Yeah, yeah, R&B soul.
Cause like to me like I can't just really put her in R&B, but I can't just put her in neo soul. She's like soul, like she's R&B soul, like cause it's that piano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she to me she's one of them underrated legends, you know, icons that a lot of people need to look up to because I don't know, I'm just being biased because, you know, she's one of my favorites. So,
I like Alicia Keys.
yeah, Alicia Keys. So let's get into the juicy part, the rappers. The top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lord. I'm gonna have to go with Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole.
Okay.
Um, I like Big Crit.
Of course, underrated.
The list go on. I like Kanye. I like Q-Tip.
It's very interesting because with Kanye, I can see Kanye in you with your creativity, and you don't really hear a lot of people say Kanye, you know, in their top 5. Um, why is that?
Kanye to me, he's a genius, yo.
Yeah.
Like he's a genius. Like he really he took that his beats, everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
just even and Cudi got a Kid Cudi. You feel me? He got a lot to do with that too. Shout out to Kid Cudi. You feel me?
Yeah.
He's up there too. Like he had a lot to do with 808s. You feel me? A heartbreak and shit like that. So that really he's a genius, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He's a genius for real. Like like shout out to Ye and Cudi and but I love me some Jay-Z, I love me some Jay-Z.
No, we had a conversation in my last podcast, and my fiance was like, a lot of people don't put Jadakiss in their top 5 because she was like, because you know she's from New York, so she said a lot of people slept on Jadakiss down here. I'm like, first of all, everybody knew about Jadakiss down here, like
Nah, absolutely. The
J,
Locks era, every Styles
the,
P.
yeah, like the the locks, like the locks alone, Styles P, Jadakiss, both of them, like even individual when they wasn't like always doing like the group projects and stuff. Like everybody and their mama knew about them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I don't know who you talking about because first of all I'm a DJ, so I know about Jadakiss, man.
Yo, Jada, shout out to Jada too, man. He's definitely has to be, top 10, you feel me? Just like his pen game, he's a monster, yo. He's a
What about
monster.
what you
He's
think
crazy.
about what you think about Redman? You know he homegrown from Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I respect what he did for the culture, but I can't really I don't really know no Redman songs besides like him and Method Man
Okay.
when they was tag together, like even like Wu-Tang Clan. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I even listen to some of their music.
Mhm.
You feel me? Not saying that I'm a big Wu-Tang fan,
Yeah.
but they definitely were fucking nasty.
Yeah, they was.
No doubt about it. Like they
Still
created
is.
that's the culture for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? So.
And what's your the last but not least? What's your top? Who's your top five as far as like producers?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say Jay Dilla,
Okay,
Timbaland,
of course.
Ryan Leslie.
Okay,
Uh, I'm gonna have to throw Kanye in there,
of course. He in my top five.
and Swiss Beats.
Why you think people like? You remember the battle Swiss Beats and um, Just Blaze had?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
When I was watching the battle, I ain't watched the whole thing, but I watched probably like 40% of it. I want to go back and actually watch it. Um, like watch the rest of the whole thing because I literally do it. A lot of people slept on Swiss Beats. Like Swiss Beats had hits, but
They
now
still sleep on him.
I
They
feel
still sleep on him.
I feel like him and Pharrell and
For real
yeah,
too.
Timbaland too, and you know, but like for them being from like the '90s, early 2000s, like they could, they sound can go with times, meaning like you had, you know, the whole East Coast thing, like with Swiss Beats, for example, you had the whole Rough Riders and stuff. He had that stuff ready. Then when the South was coming up, he had the beats for that. Then like he just had everything for like each generation and like Swiss Beats to me, I feel like he's still kind of getting overlooked. I don't know why, cause he's a genius. Like he's one of my favorites. But like I remember one band, what was it? One Band Man. I think that was the album One Band Man that he had that was dope.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's just crazy. One last question before we close out the podcast is another like question I like to ask my my guest is what do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years from now,
Yeah,
um, I definitely see myself, you know, and I see in 5 to 10 years from now, I see some Grammys.
of course, like I always
I
told you.
I ain't gonna lie, financial stability, you know, you know, more power and more just more wealth, health, and I just see me as, like, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I'm a living icon, honestly, and it took me a while to really just, like, realize who I am, like how important I am,
Mhm.
not even just as far as music, just in this world, you feel me? Like, how powerful I am.
Mhm.
It took me a while to realize that, because I was so stuck in this bubble, like, all right, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, you feel me? And,
Mhm.
I got people that, just even, touring, in Cali, driving cross country and shit like that. And then, just, people coming up to me like, please continue doing what you're doing, sister, like, you really, like, that made my night. Your music touched my soul, so 5 to 10 years from now, I definitely, just see myself just changing people's lives and, just being that legend, you know, being that legend. I see myself, doing more films and, short films and they shooting. Oh, it's fireworks, some shit.
Damn,
Thought they were
damn.
shooting. You
Shit.
hear that?
People be sleep, boys. I know about Jersey, boy. I never been up there, but
Nah,
I seen videos certain parts of Jersey, boy.
yeah, I'm in Ewing right now. It's a little more like, it's like the burbs. It's like black people live here though,
Yeah,
but it's like, it's a lot of people from Trenton that live in Ewing now.
yeah.
Um, but it's more like, You still got, it's yeah, it's alright. It ain't like it's not too bad. It's just real. It's mad chill. It's
Yeah,
just mad chill.
yeah,
But
man.
yeah, Trenton is where I'm from, and that shit is just yeah. That shit is just bad,
Yeah.
bad news,
So we got.
bad news.
So you got any shout outs before any shout outs or any stuff coming up before we close out?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout
Appreciate
out
it.
to you. Shout out to my mama
Of course. Shout out my mama too, man.
for dealing with my ass, and you feel me for just sticking with me. Just shout out to everybody that's just doing their thing and you know continuing to grow and all that other shit. Be great. And shout out to the person who inspired my project, yo. I had some
Yeah.
words. I had some words the other day, like, yo, like I can't stand your ass, and I said some things, but shout out to her. Um, yeah, man, just shout out to the people shout out to everybody, yo. People of color, white people, black people, orange people. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, everybody, man,
You
that's
feel me?
grinding, man, straight up.
Everybody that's grinding and better in themselves, to be great. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man, but yeah, this been your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, episode 7, with my girl, Valona Denise. And we out.
Hey, and we out. Say.